Ariel Helwani here for mmarated.com at the Strikeforce weigh-ins with Joe Riggs. Joe, tomorrow night you face Luke Stewart. I got to ask you first at the top. We're here in California, of course. Any drama going on so far?
No, not yet. Armando Garcia's gone. Everything's all right. No, Armando's gone, so everything's pretty good. So, yeah.
Is that the happiest day of your life when you found out that he was gone?
I don't want to see anybody have hard times, but, yeah, he's caused some problems for me, so it feels a little good.
And we heard some rumors now of him doing some extracurricular activities there. Does that come as a surprise to you?
With the women thing?
You didn't hear that?
No, I heard he was sexually harassing someone. That's what it was? Yeah. It doesn't surprise me.
All right. And you're facing Luke Stewart, who was actually the guy you were supposed to face on that June card. A relative newcomer in the sport, but, doing pretty well for himself, is coming off of a win at the Strikeforce at the Playboy Mansion show. What do you expect from him tomorrow night?
I think Luke Stewart's a real tough guy. He's great jiu-jitsu. He's got decent kickboxing. I think he's a tough guy, man. I'm glad to get that. We both trained hard for a fight that never happened, so it's both good for us. But Tiki, he lost to Tiki, so Tiki's a good fighter, but I'm a great fighter, and he's not on the level yet. Who knows? He could beat me tomorrow night, but I highly doubt it. But he's a tough fighter. I don't think he's up to snuff with me.
Well, you say that he's not up to snuff. Do you feel as though you're not being challenged enough here with this opponent?
No, I'm being. You never know. What I see from him, he doesn't look like a world beater. Who knows? In sport, anything can happen, but I am being challenged. He's a tough guy. He's 6-1. He's only lost to Tiki, but I always fight tough guys. So compared to people like Masaki, no. Fucking, what do you think?
Yeah.
But hey, it's come down to 170. Got to get my bearings back. Obviously, you see I'm withered away. I look like I fucking have cancer, but got to get my bearings back. I'm all right.
You mentioned Kazuya Masaki. Has that fight finally left your system, or are you still pissed off about that one?
You got to let shit go, man. Fuck. I'm still fuck. I hope fucking Josh Rosenthal don't ref my next fight. I hope he don't ref tomorrow. I hope Herb does. Fuck, can't stand that guy. But because of that, because he fucking, when I fought Alex Stiebling, he let me fucking kill Alex Stiebling to death, and then he fucking Masaki, he stops it from Masaki hitting my forearms. From that. Yeah, then he doesn't take blame for anything. He won't answer any questions. Then he fucking acts like nothing's wrong, and he just some. If you fuck up, admit you fucked up. If you don't, just be a man about it, and he won't. So that irritates me. If he came up and says, sorry, man, I just worried about the fighters, wanted to take care of them. I'd be like, cool, you're doing your job. But since he won't admit it and he acts like a dick about it, and fuck him.
Well, we've heard that Masaki's going to fight for Sengoku in January. Did Strikeforce, because of the nature of the ending of the fight and everything, did they say that maybe they'd match you guys up again to give you another shot?
I didn't really ask about it. I'm going to 170. They didn't say anything, but. No, man, fucking, that's my 10th loss of my career. I've lost to some big names. I've beaten some big names. Let's move on, man. You just gotta forget about stuff like that. If they offer me the fight, yeah, I'd love to take it. But till then, no one's ever said anything, so I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter.
And where do you go from here? Because you're a veteran in the sport, like you said. You fought in the UFC. You've been around a long time. Still considered one of the best, whatever division you fight in. Now you're facing a guy, Luke Stewart, in Strikeforce. Are you happy with what can come in 2009 and the opportunities out there for a fighter of your caliber at this stage in your career?
Yeah, man. People forget I've had almost 50 fights, but I just turned 26 years old. I'm fucking young. I'm young as hell. I'm getting better with every fight every day. So yeah, man. I peaked. I had a big push earlier in my career, and I haven't been in the spotlight as much as then, but I've still been fighting tough guys, and I'm better than I ever have. So I think winning this, I think this fight should be for a welterweight title. Just Ken Pavia fucking fucked that up.
How'd he fuck it up?
He told me he was gonna talk to them about it because it's vacant, and he told me, he's like, it's handled. Fucking talk to Javier about it. He's like, I never heard anything about it. I'm like, great. So yeah, I thought this was going to be a title fight, but it's not. So I thought it was going to be win the Strikeforce welterweight title, so that sucks. So it was going to be the former WEC champion, known as the Strikeforce champion. It's kind of a good resume. But, win that, wherever it may go. It's my last fight of my contract, whether I stay here or go back to the UFC or wherever I go, man. And Strikeforce treats me well. I like it here. So, there's a lot of places to go, man. I'm just excited to be a part of this sport.
I noticed your lady friend over there rubbing your back. Is your wife. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to jump the gun. Is the back okay?
Yeah, my wife always, anytime, you ask any fighter, anytime you cut weight, it dehydrates your disc. So Every time. Doesn't matter if my beginning of my career when I just cut weight, my lower back would hurt. So anytime it does that. So you just gotta massage it just because the muscles get sore, and that's it, man.
All right, and final question, I have to ask this just because the last time we spoke, you had some interesting things to say about a Mr. Kimbo Slice. Now your thoughts on his demise in 14 seconds.
Just fucking crumbled like an old beer can, man. I fucking knew it. Seth Petrozelli, he was a nice guy in his own right, but he's not a world beater. Rubbed him out like an old sock. I mean, what can you say? Fuck. Like I said, I could have did away. I could have saved EliteXC's whole show by making a boob out of him back in 2003. Instead, they want to put him up on EliteXC, a huge pay-per-view. A huge NBC fucking numbers, and pay him $500,000 and make a fool of himself. And then, it's horrible, man. I knew what happened. I didn't think the whole show would crumble about it, but guy made a fool out of himself and ruined the organization doing it. So fucking hair off to him. Fucking dumb shit. Fucking good God.
Believe it or not, when I saw it happen, I was like, somewhere, someplace, Joe Diesel Riggs is smiling, and he was right.
Fuck yeah, I'm the messiah of the sport. But dude, I told you, man. Kimbo, fucking, I feel bad for you, buddy. You made some money. You should feel proud of yourself, man. But don't spend it on one place because you ain't getting any more.
You think this is the last we see of him?
I hope to God.
All right. Well, tomorrow night, Joe Diesel Riggs faces Luke Stewart at Strikeforce Destruction at the HP Pavilion. Best of luck to you, Joe.
Dude, the fucking HP Pavilion sounds like saying HPV Pavilion. Fucking, did you notice?
Yeah, it is weird.
Someone last night was like, fucking sounds like a genital warts arena. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, it sounds pretty right, doesn't it?
Feel good about fighting there?
I like it. I'll wear a condom when I fight there.
All right. Thanks a lot, Joe.